Hey everyone, it's Saturday, May 5th, 2018, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a fantastic day. I'm in a really good place, and excited for a productive session as usual. Had a bit of a snafu. I thought I had an appointment earlier, and it turns out me and this person we were on different pages, chatting sometimes, so lost a little bit of time, but also gained some time in the sense that I thought I was going to be there for an hour, and I was only there for about 5 minutes, because the other person wasn't there. So, gained an hour back, that's good. I've got a nice, solid session ahead of me right now, and wow, the flutter echo in this room really sucks. But the low and mid end is amazing compared to what it was before, so main goals for today are to begin resolving those issues from several points of view. I'm going to dive into the online class front, update you guys with what I'm doing there, going to hit a quick guitar practice, just make sure I'm staying in the groove, moving some music through my system, and then I'm going to work on placement. So I'm going to start with speaker placement in the room, going to do some intense measurements, and just try to start with the theoretical best position, and then make some adjustments from there. Now, I just realized reading this placement article that there tends to be bass nulls at any halfway point in the room, which means floor to ceiling, front to back, and side to side, and I have the thing centered side to side, which is common for stereo positioning, so it's not that big of a deal. But from top to bottom, my ears are like literally right halfway between the ceiling. So I'm probably going to invest in a different chair soon, and I might end up just raising my listening position a couple inches, or going down a couple inches. Actually, I guess the theoretical halfway point, I'm about an inch or two below that, so it's probably not that big a deal, but I'd still like to optimize that as much as possible. And then I'm going to, once I get the speakers placed, I might end up setting those up. It's going to be a little weird because the subwoofer is going to be too low for a little while. My table's not coming for another week, but I might be able to work around that with an interim solution. And then, yeah, in fact, I'll probably just place it on top of one of these bass modules. And then I'm going to place the panels, make sure I get my early reflection points optimized, those being the most important. And then the bass trapping, as far as I know, can go essentially anywhere. And that's really just about surface area coverage. So probably long term I'll invest in a little bit more bass trapping. But the final goal today, if I have time, would be to deal with some of this flutter echo by ordering some more mid and high frequency panels, starting to strategize about how I'm going to treat the ceiling early reflections, and then getting the rug for the tracking area ordered, because I want a new rug that covers the entire treadmill mat, just for aesthetics, but also just for practical reasons, because I don't want to step on this rain wrap and tear it and then have to rewrap it, because that would suck. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know this has been kind of a weird month of music vlogs, definitely a stark contrast to what I was doing a couple months ago, but this is all really important, and I'm reading a great book right now called Perennial Seller by Ryan Holiday, and it's all about the process, and it's all about how all the details, especially early in a project, really matter, and it really carries through. And the way I think about it is, like, if you're sailing, across a huge ocean, like, even like a half a degree or 1 degree measurement in the right direction or wrong direction, compounded over the course of 1,000 miles, is going to really start to affect where you wind up. So just want to do everything the right way once on this project, and just set myself up for success with a solid foundation. So I will update you guys at the end with what I accomplished. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions as we go, and let's get right into it.